So I'm returning to the Library of Babel because I've had renewed interest in examining it. There was a recent group hop, and I sometimes take new people here, and it's interesting to see what their first impressions are. I do have a video where I covered it like for the first time and checked out all the basic stuff and kind of like the concept behind it, and putting in anything you want in the search function and being able to like find it in a book somewhere in the depths of this library. But today I actually wanted to kind of like document very specific things about it, and also see if it's possible to get to the very bottom floor, if there's a bottom floor in this library at all, because you can jump down and it seems like you just infinitely fall and fall until things get further and further away from like the origin point of the map, and there's a lot of creepy things. I guess it's more creepy on like kind of like the subtle liminal side, but I kind of wanted to document and observe all the little things, all the little changes that you notice as you explore further and further into the map. And like I said, if it's even possible to reach like what would even be required to try and figure out like if there's a bottom floor. So that's what I want to do in this video. Before I decided to explore the first floor and document any like weird things I noticed as I was going deeper into it horizontally, I decided to get on desktop and have a small avatar fall down the hole as far as I can make it, and see if I hit like a bottom, and sort of just observe how messed up things got the further and further down. I did find out that it was possible to hit a floor that causes you to spawn in the beginning area, and I wanted to try it again in VR.
Okay, so before I take the plunge again, this time in VR, I'm gonna explore the top floor and do some observations.
Okay, so this is when I started to notice changes. Normally, when I start noticing changes like this, it's when I'm actually like falling down the holes and going deeper and deeper. But I didn't know, because I didn't go this far or search for anything that would be on the first floor, and going out this far, I didn't know that there would be weird changes. So the changes that I notice are changes in the architecture. So like, for example, the railing is missing. There's upside down railing here. There is a room that has nothing in it but bookcases. And of course, like the green, there's sort of this like green hue on things. So, once again, this is like the 46, I guess you say like area, or I don't know if these are counted as hexagons. I guess this area here would be considered a hexagon with books in it. So I'm going to keep going forward and see how long this goes. Like, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if this is as long horizontally as it is vertically, and there is definitely a place where you do hit the bottom, so I don't know if that's the case for going this way. Okay, so going horizontally, the words do get longer, but I imagine there is a point where you would stop, so that on the next floor you get longer words on the books. Oh, there's some red rooms. Yeah, I'm already seeing, I just passed 48. 74. Okay, that was the 74th floor. New thing. Red bathrooms. Or like bathrooms with red lights. Interesting. I think I'm actually getting to the end here. 75. 76. Does it end at 77? Oh. Oh. I've actually never been, horizontally, I've never actually gone this far. We've got new furniture that I haven't seen before. Okay. There is a dark area here that is new, that I've never seen before. Room 77. Complete with a... Oh! We got facing bathrooms. Facing toilets, more like. Interesting, okay. There's a big dark space here. Is this a bookcase? I don't know what this is. Alright, let's see. What is... Okay. So it's just a blank wall. Is this the case for the other one? Strange. You know what would be great is if I had an avatar that could actually map my path here. I might have something. But yeah, let's keep moving forward. I want to check out these branching area past the dark room here, and then I may consider going vertically. Okay, we got red bathrooms. It looks like we have something similar here, so... Question is I just branched off, so maybe... I mean, I guess technically it just keeps going deeper, doesn't it? Okay, this is new. Strange walls. And that was after 82. Are these the bathroom? Oh no, what is this? Are these just empty walls? What? Okay. I get a little spooked if the wall's deeper. If the room is deeper. That was 82. I notice we have these upside down railings. The thing is I don't know if I want to count these in my count, but if I'm counting rooms that have like a hole in them, yeah, I don't know. Well, this was 82. I'm just going to count the holes. And hopefully that will be consistent, because I have a feeling it won't. 100. So I've reached 100 holes with railing around them. And it looks like I'm coming up to an ending here. Maybe. But there's something going on back there. 104. I see there's actually a stairway that has red on it, and I'm tempted to go over there. But I kind of want to keep up with my path. Here we have another weird wall arrangement again. Maybe I just want to go on a little detour. It is very easy to get lost in here if you aren't searching for anything in particular. Don't know if I recommend it. Oh yeah, what is this? Just red light area with the dead end? And red stairway, wow, okay. Interesting. Oh boy. We'll get back to where I was here. Yeah. Also, I've already lost count of these. It was past 100 something. Let's go to the dead end here. Oh, what is this? It's a compass in a very strange spot. Why is this compass red? Is it just the lighting? Yeah, I guess it was just the lighting. Okay, so this is 105. It does branch off here. Yeah, it looks like we're getting more cutoffs a lot quicker. 106. I'm gonna keep going right, I guess? 106, 107, 108. So what I'm noticing here now is instead of it going down for a while, it just like stops and branches out. Okay, so I've reached 200 holes so far. There haven't been any significant changes. It's still 2 holes. It stops at a bookcase. The bookcase room branches off to the right or the left. I usually take the right, and then it's 2 more holes. Stop at bookcase, branch to the right, 2 more holes, and it continues on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep on going deeper and deeper horizontally and see if anything changes. I'm gonna stop recording for now, but I'm gonna keep counting and see how far this goes and if anything changes. Okay, I've been past 300 holes. The pattern has not changed. I think I need to think of a different strategy. I might try, instead of going right, I'm going to try going left and then forward and seeing if anything changes there. And I'll maybe try 200 holes that way to see if anything changes. But there's a point where I'm going to have to just stop. It's just, it keeps going and going. I might consider, no, I know I went downwards on desktop with an avatar, but I think I want to do it in VR and see if I can actually hit that last floor, if it's possible, before getting a respawn to the beginning area. Okay, so I'm going to count this as 301. Also, I want to try going upstairs sometime. Maybe not in this area here, but I kept wondering, like, you know, if you're on the first floor in the beginning, the words are pretty short. So I'm actually wondering how far this could possibly go up, because there's a point where you're gonna, you know, run out of words. It would have to be blank. And I notice here that you have stairs going up, so it's something I'm gonna have to try. I think I have an avatar. This is 3 or 4 that actually has like ability to like show an entire area, but I don't know if it'd be able to handle this. So yeah, this is an interesting avatar. I highly doubt it's going to help me in this kind of world, but like it has a HUD on it, and it has different modes of vision. Like there's a map, there's wireframe vision, night vision, and X-ray vision, which I believe would allow you to see players, but yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so you can actually see, it does show what the map looks like. That is fascinating. And then it's all zoomed out. This might actually help me determine what direction I'm going. So for example, if I wanted to stick to this way, and I think I'm on 304 here, I'm gonna actually stick to this avatar. Okay. It's actually pretty cool to see the end of the map when I reach the end of a branching path. I think that was 393 holes, but I think I'm starting to lose count. 393, so I've reached a dead end. I haven't noticed any, like, peculiar changes, like other than ones I've already witnessed. So, it's like 390s, somewhere like that. So interesting. If I go this way, I wonder if it will, because I noticed here, if you notice on the map, it does look like it stops there, but if I move forward, I wouldn't be surprised if it will load more rooms. So I want to say I was at 393. I might be a little off. 394. So let me continue on in this direction here. Did we reach like a weird... Okay, so there's 2 branching paths. I think it... Right here, I'm gonna go over here. This looks like it stops here, but... Okay, yeah. So I'm further away, but now, if you look at the map, it's just loading them in as I get close to them. Like, I'm into the 400s now, so... I think I'm pretty much lost. I'm very, very lost. So at this point, I don't know if I'd reach an end. Going this way, I definitely know that you can reach an end by falling, however. And I think that took like 30 minutes, so... But before I decide to fall in VR, I'm going to respawn. And I want to try and go upstairs to see if that's possible, to see how far up I can go. Yeah, I can see the outside of the building. This avatar is very useful. To have sort of that mini-map. Because, I mean, a lot of VR chat maps don't have it built in. I've seen mini-map shaders in some worlds. They would be excellent for dungeon crawling. And going through this place reminds me of crawling a dungeon or going into the back rooms even. The back rooms, it's a funny thing about the back rooms. The back rooms is like a popular concept, but honestly it resembles a lot of dungeon crawling games in like the 90s where a lot of the rooms pretty much look the same, and you know, it's kind of creepy when you think about it that way. Like, repeating rooms, being lost in the depths of repeating rooms. It's almost like you're playing an old school dungeon crawler again. Okay, I think I'm going to try and go upstairs now, if that's possible. Okay, so we have our first spiral staircase. We know on the first floor that the number of ladders is around like 4 or 5, I think. So I've never tried going upstairs. How high does this actually go? And what's fascinating is if you go upstairs, there's no, like, you know, entrance. So you're kind of wondering, hey, how did these rooms appear? Like, the outside of the building doesn't make sense compared to the inside, right? So, let's check some books here. Okay, so it's 4 letters. Alright. Hmm. 5 letters and a symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 and some symbols. Interesting. There's no easy way or quick way to go up because it seems flying is disabled. There might be a way for me to do it, but with space drag, but I wouldn't be able to access stuff too easily that way. Yeah, 6 letters, huh? Does the number of letters go up? I wouldn't think it would do that because normally going forward or down seems to cause the letters to increase. Oh, okay, so it doesn't... Okay then. I imagine there would be an end to the top floor. It's gotta be a top floor. How does one get to the top floor? There's probably a way to do it. I'm going to attempt this, but the only problem with attempting this is that I have a chance of falling. And it's not ideal. And also... yeah, it breaks the illusion. Look how far that goes. Oh god, yeah, see. Huh. Interesting. So I think I just broke things a little bit by dragging myself upwards. Huh. Yeah, it's not loading like it usually does. So if I space drag, all I did was space drag myself up a little bit and fall downwards and sort of broke things. I'm gonna attempt it. See what happens. Okay. Yeah, I kind of broke everything. Ooh. Spooky. Very spooky. Yeah, the problem with trying to drag myself upwards is it does break the map, and there's a chance I end up falling down further, because even if you drag yourself upwards, it's not the same as actually flying, because the flying will brings your entire body up with you. I don't know if there's a top here. See if I can access some books. Apparently that worked though. Can I access any of the books? I cannot access books this way. So even if I think that might break the map's ability to generate. has a certain amount of rooms generated, but it actually might break the ability to generate books. So yeah, if I drag myself up this way, like I said, there's a reason the flying would be disabled in the map, because it would break many things visually, since this map has to generate rooms and books and all that. But, you know, if I drag myself up over here and look over the top, we can see a number of rooms already generated. Get like kind of an interesting, you notice the rooms on the bottom here and falling out. I noticed a similar effect when I was falling in desktop, and then when I was falling for quite a while, whenever I bring up the VR chat menu, all of a sudden the geometry would like suddenly like fall away. Okay, so the only thing I have to do left is to jump down. And in order to replicate what I did on desktop, I'm going to fall for around 30 minutes, because it seems like I hit the end and respawned at around 30 minutes. Unfortunately, I don't know how many floors that is. And what I would have to do is, I think before 30 minutes, or maybe even around 25 minutes, I would have to slowly go down each floor in order to see what the last floor would be like, and to see like what the books actually look like, what the text looks like, and everything, to see how broken things get. And once again, when you're doing this, of course, be wary of motion sickness. And when you're falling, you kind of have to keep a sweet spot, because your avatar will kind of move around while falling, and you'll end up hitting the railing and stop falling. So one thing I can try to do for this video is, I haven't tried going deep into the purple rooms. The red rooms, you know, I kind of feel like I already explored what happens when you start going into the red areas. It just sort of like does a few holes, goes to a dead end, and then branches out. So there's not much happening there, but it seems like on the purple floor specifically, there's some weird stuff going on, and I don't know if anything would change with the layout if I go deep into those floors to see what would happen. I wanted to actually take a look at the map on the ninja avatar and see what it would do. Pretty much what I expected, though. So another way I can actually tell when I'm starting to get close to the bottom is the frame rate will dip. On desktop, it gets close to 10 frames. In VR, though, I don't know if that's going to change, if the frame rate's gonna go down. Okay, it's been around 10 minutes since I've been falling. We'll go for, I'll go for 20. And then I will stop on a floor and see what the books look like. 14, now we're hitting, 12, 13, 14, 15 frames. Oh good, I actually hit purple floor. Alright. Yeah, even the bookshelves look pretty warped here. Oh god. Yeah, my computer's struggling. Holy shit. Oh, me just grabbing a book. Oh, that's no good. Is it so bad to where I can't even let me see. Come on, let's see if I can. What do we got here? Oh my god. You can barely tell what's going on here. Oh, this is... Anytime it generates a single thing, it just freezes. Alright. I'm actually curious what number it's going to give me. If I try to search for something. I know when I did this on desktop before, when I went to the input, it just hung up for a while and it was hard to access. So maybe in VR it'll be a little bit easier. Let's just see here. What's the navigation menu look like? Oh, it's not too bad, actually. What should I search here? Enter text. Yeah, this isn't as bad as trying to input on desktop. Let me put in a very short word. Act. Wait, that's not... Oh god. Yeah, okay, never mind. This is not working. Oh my god. Okay. Page 234 of a book located along wall 3 on shelf 3, book 8, 4,626 hexagons away. Now, when it says that, I don't know if it means vertically or horizontally, because what it will do is, you know, you'll sometimes have to go up or down or horizontally, but I still think this tells us that we're pretty deep. So, I'm not going to look for that book, but I'm going to continue following. Alright, so I'm going to start the timer again. And, like I said, oh god, the camera. Oh, the camera. I'm controlling the camera, and I can barely control it because of how warped everything is this deep and away from the Unity origin point. But I guess to replicate what I did on desktop, I would have to fall for 10 more minutes. And I would have to stop before the 10 minutes are up. So it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully I can successfully hit the bottom floor without respawning. Okay, so I notice my frames are dropping to almost 11. I might be getting close to the bottom. What I'm going to do is about 4 minutes away from around 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can attempt to carefully go down the floors and drop just a little bit every so often. Let's see if I can hit that bottom floor. Let me check and see what the books tell me here. Oh god, the lag is insane. Yeah, the letters are just like shredded apart. Yeah, my model, everything is like warped and slowly breaking apart. Now, there's actually a VR chat map I was made aware of where it can give you these effects because it can teleport you to a point that's far, far away from the origin, and it has like, it basically just shreds everything apart. I don't even know if this map can go as far as that particular map, but, you know, even still. Oh, thank goodness. Wait, where'd it go? I just saw a compass here. It disappeared. You saw that, right? I'm still without a compass. Oh, okay. That's weird. I didn't see it before. I noticed they kind of disappear. 6,565 hexagons. I'm taking this with me. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit more falling. And I think I said I had like 4 minutes left. So I'm gonna fall for... I'm a little worried I'll hit the bottom and not be able to actually get to the floor, you know? So it feels like I've been falling for past the time that I thought it would take to get to the bottom. So I'm gonna actually stop at like 7,777. I'm actually curious. You know, I put in a really long word before, but it didn't put me that deep. So you can't find out how deep this place is by inputting the longest word possible, because like when you actually fall down and look at the books, the words are just like overlapping and over each other and moving and being shred apart by being that far away. Okay, I kept thinking this would actually stop at like, you know, weird number like 7777. It definitely goes past that. So now I'm thinking it might go to 10,000? Or maybe the compass is only capable of showing 9999, I'm wondering. So I might actually have to wait until I get close to that before I stop somewhere. 8,000 now. What are my frames like? Oh, they're pretty stable for being that far down. I think when you fall down for a while, your frames start going to shit, but you know, if I stop for a while, my frames go back to around like 50, 60, and then when I jump down here, they slowly start dropping. Oh man. Oh, holy shit. Okay. I hit the bottom, but it happened a lot sooner than I thought it would. So, that is an interesting number that it stops on. So it's 8,000. It was close to 9,000. Oh, that means I might have to do it again. But I have an idea, at least watching this, I do have an idea of where it would stop. So I might... Oh, man. I might have to torture myself to do that again for a little while. But yes, it does stop somewhere, like 8,000. I got a little glimpse of it. So I'm going to look back on my footage to see what the exact number was, see if I can see what exactly it is, and see if I can hit that bottom floor before I respawn. I got to hit that bottom floor. I was hoping to hit exactly for 8,000, but 8,004 is fine. Okay, here's where I need to be careful. And, I just want to say that falling down for, 8,000 floors, around 4 or 5 minutes per 1,000 floors is, well, holding a compass in my hand for the entire time is not pleasant. But I chose to do it to myself. It is for science. It is necessary for science. Alright, so I need to be able to hit a floor that is around, I believe it was around 8,300, but I'll have to check the exact number. Okay, so fortunately in the footage that I have looking back, when it made me spawn to the beginning, it was like I was holding it sideways with the camera on me, so the most that I can make out was it was like 8846 or something. So what I'm gonna have to do is when it gets close to like 8,800, I will need to be careful with the floors, and I really hope I don't have to do this again. I really hope, like I said, it's self-inflicted, but now the number of the bottom floor, like where I'm supposed to hit it, could be different depending on which hole I jumped in from above, so trying to figure out the exact floor to land on might be difficult. It happened again. Okay, 8772. Alright, guys. 8772. That was the exact number that I saw, and once again, it was a different number. Oh, this is gonna be painful. It does seem like the easiest way to do this is to be in desktop and just let yourself fall, and then, I don't know, I guess in desktop, I believe you can actually hold on to items automatically without letting them go. So it would probably, if you want to get to the bottom floor without holding the compass the entire time, it might be way easier to just do this in desktop and then stop where you get to the bottom. Occasionally look at your compass once in a while. Oh, alright. I'm doing this, like I said, I'm doing it for science. One more time. I know the ballpark of what it's supposed to be. The problem that's making it difficult to hit the bottom floor is which hole you decide to jump down. And one thing that can make this difficult too is if you lose track of your compass, that means you're having to go further out from the original hole that you jumped down to find another compass. You can end up getting lost without a compass and not being able to find the original hole that you jumped down, changing the number of the bottom floor, where you're supposed to, the number you're supposed to pay attention to know when you're about to hit that bottom floor. So I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Okay, so I'm trying a different strategy with this because it's not working out. And trying to search for something while you're in the depths, it does not work out. Because the keyboard's all fucked up. So it's hard to actually type in short words. So what I did was in the very first room, I looked through the books to try and find a random word that I can put into the search index. That way, the compass gives me 0 or 1. Yeah, so it says 0 at the moment. That way, when falling down, I have a bit of an accurate number when hitting the bottom floor. Because it's just, it's so hard. It is so hard. So, I'm on floor 8601. Let's just check the state of the books. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty fucked. So, the last time I fell down this hole using the same word being searched, it hit 8659, so that's what I'm gonna aim for as carefully as I can because I don't want to subject myself to this any longer. 45. Alright, to the stairs. If I can find some stairs, there we are. It's gonna take a little bit, but it has to be done this way. 8655. I notice almost every other floor I go down, start hearing like stuff freezing, like the audio freezing. So I guess the goal now if it's even possible, is to see if I could get to 9,000, but that could actually take me a while. Especially with this frame rate. It's a good thing I have a pretty strong stomach for VR, because this is pretty horrendous. at this depth, you're pretty much watching a PowerPoint presentation here. My poor computer's screaming. Alright, here's the dead end here. 8713. Let's see what my avatars look like. It's absolutely fucked. Well, I hit. Oh, well then. I got a different number that time, but that's because I was moving around. 8714. Yeah, it seems around. I think that's the best I can do, really. It seems around, somewhere around 8,000, like 700. It just resets you back to the beginning. I could probably try it as many times as I can, but it seems like that is the bottom floor. It's likely, it's possible it goes up to 8,800, or maybe more if you keep going like horizontally. But it seems like vertically, it's got to be, the bottom floor has to be around 8,700 or 8,800. I don't know if it goes up to 9,000 or 9,999. I don't think I'll ever know, because once you get down there, it just gets too fucked. But I was curious and I really wanted to find out, and I kind of tortured myself to do so, but maybe in the end it was worth it. I don't know. Just for curiosity's sake. So as promised, I have one more final thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to go down to one of the purple rooms and explore it horizontally to see if anything changes at all, because it's the one floor that has like a weird layout where there's no holes. So I don't know if anything changes if you go really far in that. So one more thing, purple floor. Yeah, see, the books seem normal on this floor, but everything else is very strange. So, I'm gonna keep going forward. I highly doubt I'm gonna find anything unique here. Some really strange shadows, though, going on here. I wouldn't even know if this floor has bathrooms. Can you imagine getting stuck on this floor? And you can't even, like, relieve yourself? At least I can actually get through this floor going forward a lot quicker than the other floors because I don't have to worry about falling down holes. I can just jump over these. So, 300 hexagons in, and there's nothing. It just repeats, and repeats, and repeats. It's just endless. There's no dead ends or anything else like the other floors. Infinite purple rooms. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate watching this weird experiment, I guess. Spelunking the Library of Babel. Always fascinated in this map, so I love returning to it. Maybe considered... You know, there's so many, like, strange maps in VR chat to check out, so I could always do something like this again in the future.
You know, while I was editing my video and looking through the footage of the purple rooms, I had an idea. I'm returning to this one more time. I'm going to try out something with the purple rooms to increase the number on the compass. Okay, so here's my intention with this. I was thinking about this while I was editing my video when getting to the part with the purple rooms. I believe the purple rooms are infinite, like they infinitely go forward. And so I was thinking I could possibly increase the number on the compass this way instead of trying to go down and getting respawned. This might actually take a really long time though, so... Okay, so I've passed 9,000. This thing is definitely capable of going above 9,000. So now the intention is to try and aim for 9,999, which is going to take a while. However, I have concocted a strategy to deal with having to press the up key and shift at the same time. I was trying to look into an auto key program at first, but I learned that it's possible that an anti-cheat program will detect them, which VRChat uses easy anti-cheats, so I said fuck it, I'll use physical means instead to deal with this. So it's a good thing I was kind of monitoring this while letting it go by itself, because I noticed that the numbers weren't going up, and it stopped at 9,345. And it appears the purple room does have an end. Now, if I go through here, will it just respawn me back at the beginning? Or should I... Oh my god, okay. I guess this is truly the dead end. This is truly the dead end. I have nowhere else to go here. I want to take a look at the book since I'm this far. If it's even possible. Wow, look at the compass. I am so far that the compass is barely visible now. I'm a little worried grabbing a book because... Let's see. Can I even grab books in here? I don't think I can. I've gone so far that everything is broken. Oh, look at that. You can even see, like, the other purple hallways. This is fascinating. This is the farthest that I've been able to go. I'm gonna take a look at my menu here and see... Wow, my menu is so messed up that it's not even moving now. Everything's just, like, frozen. My frames are actually pretty good, though. But yeah, everything's just frozen in time. How about avatars? I'm a little worried. I am so worried that, oh yeah, look how fucked up the model is this far. Now, what if I put a camera on myself? That's not really easy to do with desktop, so... Oh, I can't even exit the access the camera anyways. Let's try a mirror. I'm very afraid the mirror is gonna just... Let me see here. Yeah, my model actually looks more stable than I expected it to be this far, but in the menu it's totally fucked. So I gotta make a decision here. Can I even pick this thing up anymore? I think I cannot even pick it up. I don't know where the compass went. It's just gone. But this is our final number. At least for now. 9345. 9,345 hexagons. Well, here we go. Am I just falling infinitely? Have I hit a point where it doesn't respawn me? That's crazy. Let me see something here. So, I'm so far down that respawn doesn't even work. I am deep in the abyss. Forever. And ever. And ever.